Moving on to Afghanistan, where the Taliban so far has failed to live up to its promises of offering a more moderate and inclusive style of leadership. The rights and liberties of women are being snatched away. The group has not fulfilled the commitments regarding the education of girls and other rights for women. Afghan women feel afraid of the future and they are staging protests and demanding their voices to be heard, a report.
Taliban dictate women to not enter in a vehicle without a man. What about the widows? Where can they find a man? There are several such questions emerging among the women in Afghanistan as they face strict restrictions by the Taliban. Afghan women recently took to the streets demanding equal rights after the Taliban imposed restrictions for the women. A crowd of women marched through the Afghan capital carrying banners and chanting slogans demanding equal rights. Around 30 women gathered near a mosque in Kabul and chanted slogans, "Why have you closed schools? And we want work, food and education." Taliban even restricted women to wear a hijab to cover their head and faces.
همان قسمی که وزارت زنان را ما از دست دادیم و صدای ما را جامعه جهانی نشنید با ما هم صدا نشد.
A few days back, the Taliban also put a ban on the broadcast of soap operas and movies featuring women. It even made it mandatory for female journalists to wear hijab. Afghan women say that the Taliban wants to eliminate them just like it abolished the Ministry of Women. Their fear is justified, as recently Afghanistan's Education Minister Abdul Baki Haqqani said that the Taliban regime is not against women education but opposes men and women studying together. The minister called for the end of co-education, saying that it goes against Islamic values.
میگه باید بینون محرم داخل موتر نشه. ما محرم از کجا کنیم؟ یک خانمی که بیوسه هیچ محرم نداره، اون محرم از کجا کنه؟ این قسم نمیشه، جریان نداره. ما به همون خاطر صدای خود بلند کردیم. ما زنای 20 سال پیش نیستیم، زنای تحصیل کرده هستیم که چوب نمیشیم در مقابل امارات.
Taliban have yet again failed to give basic rights to the women in Afghanistan. There is a major disconnect between what they earlier said and what they're doing on the ground. Afghan women now find themselves in the untenable position of looking for help from the international community. In the last 20 years, women and girls in Afghanistan have enjoyed a measure of freedom and are demanding more of it. Standing beside Afghan women in their struggle and finding tools to pressure the Taliban and the political will to do so is the least, the very least, the international community could do.